Welcome back to Story Glimpse. Today, we have an instructional video on writing across genres. Hello again, Weston Kincade here, bestselling horror and mystery writer. If you'd like to find out about my books, follow the links below. It would also help us a great deal if you like and subscribe, or even leave a comment telling us what you think. Today, we're going to be speaking about writing cross-genre, short stories, fiction, novels, what have you. It's something that in the past, people have frowned on, and even today. But it breaks down to two real questions that you need to ask yourself. First off, why should you write across multiple genres? And secondly, you guessed it, why shouldn't you write across multiple genres? Question 1. Why should you write cross-genre? Well, it really breaks into 4 points. First, originality. Second, exploration. Third, security. And fourth, sanity. So let's go ahead and get into point 1. Originality. Where does it come from? I mean, you look at YouTube, books, anything, and there are trends. You have zombies. All of a sudden, they're popular. Vampires, they're popular. Going and straying from that can be difficult, but you never find something new unless you do it. For instance, Harry Potter. Prior to that, most publishers said children's books didn't sell. Now, that's changed. All because someone broke the mold. So it was something original, something different. Point 2 was exploration. And allowing yourself to explore new avenues can be really, really helpful, both financially and it'll help you to stay interested. Whenever you're writing, especially something you haven't done before, you can find that maybe you stumble across something that's even more successful than you previously thought. By the same token, it could be something that doesn't go over well with your readers, or maybe you're able to find new readers. Writing cross-genre allows you to do that. Bridging the gap allows you to sometimes pull in your old readers, but also find a lot of new ones. Now, point 3 is security. And while you can continue to write the same systematic novel, meeting the same genre, if you write horror and monster horror, if you continue to write about yetis, goblins, or any kind of demon coming in, and that's all you write, you can make a big name for yourself for it. So it can be good, but for me, I find that branching out and trying new things allows you to better find out who you are as a writer, but also connect with more readers in different ways. This can create security because you're actually able to rely on both financial income from multiple revenues and sources, but also you're not tied to any one publisher or any one agent. Now, point 4, this one's simply sanity. I don't know how some people are able to write 15, 20, 30 books in a series. It's great that they can. I mean, it makes it a lot more financially stable. But by the time I finished book 3 in my Life of Death series, I needed to do something different, something new. And I'm continuing in that vein, in that world, but I'm taking time to do other stories, and that helps. So maintain your sanity. That's another reason to go ahead and write cross-genre. However, by the opposite side of that coin, there are a lot of things, hurdles, that you have to overcome. And that brings us to question 2. Why shouldn't you write cross-genre? Now, you may be wondering why I'm sitting here and posing 2 opposite questions, but it's because this is a topic that you have to decide on for yourself. I want to put everything out there so that you can think about it, consider it, and then make your own decision. So point 1 of why you shouldn't is expectations. You have expectations from your publisher, from your readers and fans. They may enjoy a certain series because it meets certain criteria. If you're a zombie writer, you write tons of zombie stories, and then you decide, I'm going to write a fairy romance. Well, I can guarantee some of the readership is not going to pick up the fairy romance. But if you really delve into it and do well, you could find that it's successful, but it is a hurdle that you will have to overcome. Point 2 is risk. There's a lot of risk whenever you actually break out of the mold. A lot of hurdles and things that you have to overcome. For example, you could, if your new series doesn't find the audience that you need, it could do badly, it could flop, you could lose a publishing deal, you could even lose your agent, or at the least, you may not ever make enough to pay out for all the time and money spent in just creating the novels and getting it to that point where you can actually get it in the hands of a reader. Thanks again for joining us here at Story Glimpse. I hope that you enjoyed this instructional video. Please, if you did, like, subscribe, and click the bell so you can find out about upcoming episodes. And this, I do want to emphasize, it's a very important point. Leave a comment. If there's something you'd like to see, something you're wondering about, questions about publishing. I'm a hybrid author. I've been published traditionally and self-published, so I'm willing to offer my knowledge up. So I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. Again, I'm Weston Kincade, bestselling horror and mystery author. My books are below. Thanks again, and remember, keep writing. It broke down into... Oh, crap. Well, I think we can cut that at some point and put it in the outro.